Katika kipindi tunakuletea wasanii.
What's up my guys, I go by the name Rainams.
Eti nikipita kwa macho unanipimia na kama sina pesa unguwezi nipimia hapa Shenster the Poet manze.
Ngoma moto moto.
If you wanna show some love but don't fake it too. Enda kumenya mawazo makuu nani enedera shie utani waku
Vichekesho mkisongaza mahojiano moto moto, stori za wasanii pamoja na talanta za wasanii.
Fiki wa kasi gani kama wapatikani wakati wa shida.
Na pia kwenye kipindi utabambika, utajijenga, utaelimika, utakuza talanta yako.
My name is Rebecca Mutie, I'm a model and I'm Afri Kenya. I'm a student. Napenda kusikiza kipindi cha Bonga na Katoni kila Jumatatu kuanzia saa 9 mpaka saa 10.
Kumbuka ni kwenye Bonga na Katoni ndani ya TAS TV kuanzia saa 9 hadi saa 10 kila siku ya Jumatatu.
This is Bonga na Katoni in TAS TV. Karibuni.
Get informed on what is happening in our political scenes and people who are making headlines in different parts of the country and the world, right here at TAS TV. Join me, LAVIN NYAGOWA, as I bring to you weekly news highlights that are factual every Friday at 4 o'clock. See you then.
This is the newest, most exciting entertainment show in town.
Talk about authentic and real conversations,
Fun and educative segments,
trending topics,
celebrity checks,
books and authors,
Q&A.
Join me, LAVIN NYAGOWA and HAZEL NJERU every Tuesdays and Saturdays from 3 to 4 p.m. only on The Unfiltered.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on that time that you get to watch this amazing program. Karibuni sana to yet another beautiful episode. I know you guys missed us. Last week we were away, lakini tumerudi. We are back like we never left. My name is LAVIN NYAGOWA and this is The Unfiltered.
and I'm HAZEL NJERU. It's glad to be back here, especially with the game that was over the weekend. If you know, you know.
If you know, you
the
know.
Reds.
Manchester United.
Yes, another week is great. So we enjoy this week because next week might be disappointing. Anyway, so
we celebrate what is there.
yes, you know the little wins,
The little things.
small
A win
wins.
is a win.
A win
sister.
is a win. Right. So anyway, karibuni sana. We are excited to have you back here today. We have great stories, we have great movies, we have great books, we have great games here. You know, kama kawaida, we give it to you the finest. So don't forget to follow us on our socials. That is Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at TASTV_KE. Right now it's live on YouTube, TAS TV Official, and our website is www.tastv.co.ke, and our Facebook is TAS TV.
Yes, guys, and while at it, remember that we have amazing products zenye ziko hapa nyumba, which clearly tells you this episode is proudly sponsored by the Smart Shopper. Na watu wengine wanajulizanga kwani ni Smart Shopper tu, nakwambia ule mtu ameamua kukupea pesa atakupatia pesa. So yes, this is courtesy of the Smart Shopper. They have these amazing colognes that have been restocked. Zinakuwa colognes ama perfumes ama depending on where you went to school again. So we have this amazing scents. This one is Tender Blossom. and we also have Tender Love. Those are the scents that are currently in stock. They are all from Betty Buckley. So in case you're a lover of nice scents after dressing up really good, looking beautiful, usikose kunukia vizuri. So that is where the smart shopper comes in. And remember, they have amazing products ranging from home decor to birthday decor to what do you call them, picnic decor, depending on that thing that you want and the purpose that you want it for. You can definitely call the number 0798-154-042 and make your order. Without so much talking, I think it's time we get straight into the first segment of the day, and that is Top Trends. Yes, so a lot. Sorry, Ukamba just entered. A lot. So a lot has been happening. We had Kipchoge winning the Berlin race for the 5th time. Imagine.
Legend.
I mean,
Legend.
guys.
He did say no human is limited.
Yes.
So.
No human is limited. So we also had beautiful things trending pale online. Lakini the one that stood out for me is this guy. If you've seen Instagram, we all know where we normally go to on Instagram. I won't mention because that is free marketing.
Wow.
That's one particular page that we all go to. So there was this man who was doing taking care of my wife when she's on her monthly Ps.
Yeah.
And that really stood out for me because not so many men would always want to be associated with that. Of course, we have those men when they come through during that particular time, but most are still at that place where, you know what, you just take care of yourself.
Yeah.
It's totally okay. I can love you from a distance during that time. You see, such kind of things. And it was just really beautiful seeing a man just come out, do the things. And especially, you know how hard it is for a man to take the panties and they just like,
I was like, wow.
So you
how
actually
to
know
do
this.
Wow.
That was so beautiful for me,
Yeah.
honestly. Ama tunasema women tunafurahishangwa na vitu ndogo ndogo. It's the little things anyway.
And it's true.
And it's true.
Yeah, like there's when was it? I think on Saturday. I was doing shopping on Saturday, and there was this man who did a sanitary, these essential things for when a woman's on her monthlies, and I was like, wow.
That's beautiful.
She's lucky. I was like, she's lucky. And you know, alienda tu akeka vitu tu nilikuwa nyuma yake, like he was in front of me hapo kwa cashier, and then akeka vitu vizuri, like you know, you might feel unaweza na mtu anakaa ni kama kidogo hana option. Aliambia ulete ama usirudi kwa hii nyumba. So he wasn't ashamed, or he didn't seem like this was something odd, you know.
Yeah.
So I think some people don't take it like,
which is
where wasichana, you know.
Yeah.
And that was so nice, you know, as even if you're not going as far as the guy who was, you know, doing the tying up kwa pad and cooking and making sure that the wife is well fed. Was it the wife or the girlfriend? The girlfriend was well fed and all that. At least fanya shopping kidogo, hata kama ni ice cream unapenda hiyo time, I don't know, hizo ice creams.
I mean, and I think that should be the case. Monthly Ps are not something to be ashamed of. Especially in the century yenye tumefika sasa. I think there's been so much information yenye imekuwa ikikuwa spread out there, which kama haujalan bado, then tuko place ingine mbaya. But I'm glad people are slowly embracing it. The few who've come through, let's continue to be champions. Yeah,
I mean, we should, because it's also like something ilianza juzi. This is something that
is
there
biology.
from the beginning.
I mean,
from ile matunda, forbidden fruit, from that time. So I think it's not something new or something unusual. So, yeah, but
so
kudos to
beautiful.
any and every other guy who's like this guy, and you're trying, you know, to be okay.
And I mean, anyway, kawa ni dem na umekosa, si you know. You know. Tell me if you've never had those cares. Tell me. You know what happens if you miss them? Yes. Anyway, that's it. What is it that you learned this week? Personally, I learned patience. Because you know those things that you normally wait for, and you expect them to come, and they don't get to you. And so you have to keep yourself and just be so calm about everything.
Yeah.
That is something I learned this week. Patience. And you know how impatient I am.
Yeah, actually, something to do with that. I saw a video today. Well, in Asema, there was this guy. I think he was graduating and he was giving this, this videos that you run, reels that you run to on Instagram. So he was talking about how when you manifest things into the universe, you pray on them. Do pray on them, and then if you can work. Whatever you can work for, like ile kazi unaweza fanya so that you can get there, just do it. But don't overthink it. Just believe it will come. First of all, because you're working to get it. Sindio? Another thing, you've told the universe whatever you want, so italeta. Don't go ile ati itakuja kweli. Haijafika. Nikangoja kweli, So having faith in believing that as much as things take time and you're like, I'm not patient enough. So I don't think I want this to be so fast. You remember when we said, we've said this so many times here when it comes to books and authors, that sometimes it's not exactly your time. It's like you're being prepared for it,
God is telling you to wait.
Wait, it's not at your time. So what if you get it that time and then you squander it, or you mess it up? So it's like more of, like, you wait for it, and when it comes, you're like, wait, wow. It was worth the wait. So
Anyway, guys, enough of the topic, the talking and the topic that we've talked about. That was just a beautiful way to start the show today. I know. Anyway, on to the first story of the day. So we all know Nelson Mandela. Nelson fought for South Africa until his last breath. Yes. So apparently we lost her granddaughter today, Zoleka Mandela. She died at the age of 43 after a prolonged battle with cancer, which is something that I really want. I'm not saying this is what was happening to her, but I feel it's better when we make it a regular thing to go for cancer screening. Just to make sure that, we are okay, things are not getting out of hand, just so hata kama ikuwe noticed at very early stages, such that it's able to be suppressed na usaidiwe mapema.
I think that's very important. And I think so many people fear. But I mean, what do you have to lose at that moment? Because so many people have overcome it, and you just emerge as a warrior after it. I mean, you'll fight it, and then you'll avoid things coming right after, and it's agony and it's painful and it's suffering, not only for you, for even your family, and your friends. So the screenings are really, really important. I think they're so important, and if you fear, just try and overcome that fear and then take a step. And I loved Zoleka's spirit to the last to her last breath. She was like so happy, so thankful. She still had the hope and all that. That was beautiful, despite the fact that now death came first. I know. Anyway, we move away from Zoleka, and we go to Saizet and Bijamo celebrated their 10 years wedding anniversary yesterday, and despite all the, you remember that time where it was so fire? Every week, every day, and it was so sure. No, during that time I was so sure that this was going to end. It was going to end, but
who's God?
I know, like, this is what tells you. I'm not sure how to name this, but like, it was so huge for me. I'd feel like, I don't think I can ever go back. Especially with the whole public knowing it and everything. But Saizet is so strong. And she's the only one who knows how penye wametwana na the husband penye wako saizi, what they've gone through together. And for her to stay, honestly, I'd say it's the fact that sometimes you don't give up things easily, especially when you know you've worked so hard.
For it. Don't give up. Don't give up. There's always light at the end of the tunnel.
I look at that light. 10 years.
10 years later, they're celebrating 10 yeyears. That was so beautiful. Anyway, love is a beautiful thing, guys, and I am really praying that all of you, hata ule mtu ameumizwa akavunjwa, utapata. Ni kuoga.
But I think anyway,
let's not go beyond that. On to the last story of the day. We have YouTube couple Babaka and Leila confirm their breakup. So I saw this today, actually.
Yeah.
It's really sad to see young couples breaking up. after like so much effort and the work that they've put in together, and the fact that I feel like they were more of working together.
They were, and actually at some point people were like, "Hey, you guys, men of car siblings," and honestly, I wouldn't blame it or go against it, because probably it was that kind of age of growing and getting to learn from each other. Maybe that was each other's purpose.
Exactly.
Like maybe they were supposed to learn something from each other, and you never know. Maybe in Kombele, wako like, hey, maybe this is not our time. Maybe sir, after we've learned together, we need to grow separately.
Let's go separately.
Yeah.
It's all nile fresh ya Sauti Sol ya alone together.
I know. And then maybe Kombele watapatana. But you never know. Maybe sasa purpose ya kila mtu kwa relationship imeisha.
But so, kitu moja mi usema ni there's always growth.
Yeah.
There's always growth. So whatever happens, always look at the good. Remember the good at all times, because the good moments are the ones that you enjoyed the most. The bad moments zilikuanga hapo kuwafundisha a certain lesson, which of course at the end of the day may manage to learn you water.
Yeah, but they were such a cute couple. Really, I love them. Sana.
Anyway, guys, we pray that that does not happen again, because when after Phil and Kate actress wakaamua kutupatia the shock of the year, tunafunga mwaka sasa, there is nothing else.
We don't want any more.
We don't want any other.
Please,
that was enough shock for all of us.
We've been going through so much this year. Please keep it. Next year, hapo Feb
Feb is the month of love.
No, kuna kama upenzi hapo, so kuna vile ita sugarcoat.
Itafunika every other thing.
Yes, so for now, let us rest. I think we've had enough for the year, right? I think you all agree.
It's enough. Nairobi atakuonyesha drama.
Wait, now it's too much. Please, let us go to the next segment.
We are done for the year. So yes, guys, that's all we had for you on today's top trends. I hope you've had fun, you've enjoyed. Kama kawaida, we always aim to give you juice, serve you tea, and make sure that you get entertained. So yeah, it's that time that we move to the next segment, and that is movies. Yes, guys, and on this segment, this is where we recommend to you new movies that zimeingia tu, and all we give reviews of old movies that probably huko nyuma zilikubo ama hazikukubamba, or you didn't get the chance to watch because of maybe one or two reasons ama circumstances at that particular point. So that is what we do today. So the theme of this episode is history. And the first movie of the day. There's somebody I saw asking a question. Have you guys watched all these movies that you recommend?
Oh,
so the thing is, personally, Miss Kwangi nimeziwatch zote. Zingine ni director anatupatia, so we do our own research, we watch the trailer, so at least we have a glimpse of what the movie is about, and we also read about them just to make sure that whatever information tunawapatia is what you will go and find in the movie.
Yeah, but some of them we have already watched them.
Yeah.
So, since zingine, you know, si kila mtu anakuanga na ile taste ya kila kitu, like
exactly
horror. So yeah, so kama if it's too scary, I won't watch it. But we watch. Can you you feel that's why we give you options.
Yeah.
You take whichever you feel like suits you.
Yeah, suits your soul. Anyway, so the first movie of the day is Babylon. It's a tale of outsized ambition and outrageous excess. It traces the rise and the fall of multiple characters during the era of unbridled decadence and depravity in early Hollywood. So Hollywood, we all know what Hollywood is. So ikianzaanza na uko nyuma. So that's a beautiful movie. Personally, niliona trailer ilinibamba, and you can also see the trailer running on your screens. So if that is something that you'd love, then definitely it's a good choice for you.
Yeah, and the next one is Boston Strangler. So Loretta McLaughlin was the reporter who first connected the murders and broke the story of the Boston Strangler. She and Jane Cole challenged the sexism of the early 1960s to report on the city's most notorious serial killer. So there's been a serial killer on the loose that has been strangling women specifically. This is the 1960s, so unajua the voice of the women is not really, or like
it was suppressed.
Yeah, so this woman, the reporter was like, hey, so how many deaths have to happen in order for us to release this story and for people to know that this thing is happening? Because she feels that all these murders have been connected. So she is where they are trying to get to this murder, and she's also, hapo katikati ameanza kuingia na yani amekuwa involved somehow. Yeah, so if you're a fan, Boston Strangler is a nice watch.
Okay, so the third movie is The Last Kingdom, Seven Kings Must Die. So in the wake of King Edward's death, a Uhtred of Babenberg and his comrades adventure across a fractured kingdom in the hopes of uniting England at last. So one king is dead, and now the others are on the run to make sure that this divided nation, or the divided England, that they come and be united as one, kama vile ilikuwa hapo initially. Yeah. So if you're a lover of such kind, then The Last Kingdom, Seven Kings Must Die is a must watch for you.
Okay, and on to the old school movie review. Our movie today is The Last Duel. It was released in 2021. So the knight, Lynn de Corregas, must settle the dispute over his wife's Marguerite by challenging his squire to a duel to the death. Now, what happened here is that the wife, there's this guy who came and took advantage of the wife of this, the one who's challenging the sequel to a duel to the death, and now anakata. Now the wife is saying she's telling the truth. Now, for this to be determined, okay, whatever happened, it doesn't matter what the truth is, if you're lying or you're not. Now, for you to defend her honor or to defend your truth, you have to fight this guy to the death. Now, if you lose, your wife will have serious consequences. Now, even if you lose and you still atayanakufa. So yeah, this is a fight to the death, and if you're a fan, this is a nice one.
Okay, so those are the movies that we had for you today: Babylon, Boston Strangler, The Last Kingdom, and The Last Duel. So that's all. That brings us to the end of the first part of today's segment.
Yes.
And we are going on a very short commercial break. But remember, guys, this episode is sponsored by the Smart Shopper. They have these amazing perfumes. The scents are Tender Love and Tender Blossom, all from Betty Buckley's. So they go for 2,000 bob, down from 2,500. Yes. So if run while they still last, kwa sababu zimekuja na already zimebaki tatu. There were so many. So yes, guys, remember to follow us also on our socials at TAS TV Official. We are live on YouTube right now. TAS TV on Facebook, www.tastv.co.ke on website, and TAS TV_KE on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. See you now.
Katika kipindi tunakuletea wasanii.
What's up my guys, I go by the name Reynams.
Eti nikipita kwa macho unanipimia, na kama sina pesa unguwezi nipimia hapa Shenster the Poet manze.
Ngoma moto moto.
If you wanna show some love, but don't fake it. Hey, dakumenya mawazo mako. Nani anadera shire. Oh, rutani wako.
Vichekesho mkisongaza, mahojiano moto moto, stori za wasanii pamoja na talanta za wasanii.
Fiki wa kasi gani kama wapatikani wakati wa shida.
Na pia kwenye kipindi utabambika, utajijenga, utaelimika, utakuza talanta yako.
My name is Rebecca Mutie, I'm a model and I'm African Kenya. I'm a student. Napenda kusikiza kipindi cha Bonga na Katoni kila Jumatatu kuanzia saa 9 mpaka saa 10.
Kumbuka ni kwenye Bonga na Katoni ndani ya TAS TV kuanzia saa 9 hadi saa 10 kila siku ya Jumatatu.
This is Bonga na Katoni in TAS TV. Karibuni.
Get informed on what is happening in our political scenes and people who are making headlines in different parts of the country and the world, right here at TAS TV. Join me, LAVIN NYAGOWA, as I bring to you weekly news highlights that are factual every Friday at 4 o'clock. See you then.
Welcome back, guys. Remember, if you're just joining us now, this is the Unfiltered show that comes to you every Tuesdays from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. And in case you missed the first part also, please, Rudi Nyuma, start watching from the beginning. If this is some type of content that you love, make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on the post notification, just so when we post new videos, every time you get to be notified. Anyway, it's that time that we get to the second last segment of the day, and that is books and authors, where we motivate you to become a better version of yourself. So, book of the day, or rather the book we are discussing today, is Stop Overthinking Your Relationship by Alicia. Book, kwanza tuanzie from the basics. Why are you overthinking? Why are you overthinking? So this book actually gives you a guide. Inakusaidia kujua, is this hiki tunafanya, is it overthinking, and how are you going to overcome this? How are you going to go about it? So that is what we are looking at. It helps you reflect on why you're overthinking, how to stay present, how to tell your partner how you feel, and how to be your own person. So the book is Stop Overthinking Your Relationship.
Yes, so but it's time to stop overthinking your relationship, you know. And this book has 4 steps in which 4-step approaching that will help you move beyond excessive rumination, so that you can discover joy, ease, and meaningful connection with your partner.
Yeah.
So obsessive thinking about an idea, situation, or a choice that can interfere with your normal life is a common and destructive issue that can negatively impact romantic relationships, whether you're just starting out or have been committed relationship for years. If you overthink your relationship and get stuck in cycle of anxiety, blame, or doubt, your partner may be unfounded, unwanted, and may even threaten to tear apart an otherwise healthy relationship. You may feel anxious, you are worried, hopeless, and frustrated, but even if you know your overthinking is a problem, it can seriously be hard to stop. Which is very, very, very true. You know, so I'll give you an example. I don't say I'm there. I'm going to give myself an example as me. I don't say I'm there when it comes to fully not overthinking. I mean, sometimes it comes naturally. But you have to know how to, you know, be like, switch. You're not overthinking. You know, not today. You know, you're not dealing with me today. So when there comes a time, a particular situation, it's not even big. Like a small situation, you know. And okay, let me give an example of that happens in most relationships. Maybe your partner did not pick your call. Now you start overthinking that not picking your call.
Ako wapi? Anafanya nini? Kwa nini hajashika?
Kwani hanipendi? Amenisahau. You know, and let me tell you, the minute you start overthinking one thing, it escalates to the next, the next, and then you've already built up this whole story. You even have. It's even making sense to you, but it always makes sense. It will never not make sense. It always makes sense. Mpaka uko na proof. And then later on, maybe I call like, sorry, I didn't call. I was maybe stuck in I was in a meeting. I'm sorry, I didn't get to you right away, but I'm here. What was wrong? What's up? You know, and then you're like, wait, I was really, you really went over the roof and above, you know, with the overthinking. And this happens a lot, not even in relationships, even in a situation probably you're at work. You overthink a particular situation. But let me tell you, there's this technique of say it out loud. You know?
I think it all turns down to communication, because for instance, yenye umesema them calling you and then they now call back and they're like, hey, sorry, I didn't pick up your call because of 1, 2, 3. So I think building that from the foundation of the relationship contributes to helping your partner not get to that point of actually getting to overthink.
Well, let's say more or less of what you're saying. Sometimes it's just a trigger, like it happens.
I know.
You know, and sometimes you overthink things. For me, what works for me is, if I feel a situation is so big, I'll say it out loud, or I'll tell someone, and then you'll figure out that whenever you say it out loud, it's not as big as you imagined it in your head. And your head will make you overthink. I'ma build this whole big situation that is not even there or does not even exist. So this book, in Stop Overthinking Your Relationship, the author, who is Alicia Munoz, she's also a therapist, a couples therapist, draws from cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, and meaningfulness to offer an effective 4-step approach to reduce rumination and negative thinking patterns. From one overthinking wrong negative pattern, it will lead to the next and the next, and then you'll always overthink, you know. And it's hard, it's hard to not overthink. Sometimes you just have to sit back and be like, who told you that? No, you're overthinking something. Who told you that?
There?
How amekosa kuchukua simu ati maybe because akosama. Who told you that? How do you know that? And you figure out, by then, no one told me that. It's just all in my head, you know. And by understanding both your own unique attachment style as well as your partner's, you learn how to communicate more effectively, meet each other's needs, and focus on what really matters in your relationship. So using the slow approach, SLOW, you learn how to see. S stands for see, and then L, label, O, open and welcome. So C is rumination in process. Label your rumination cycle, open yourself and make space, and then welcome blocked experiences. So this powerful blend of evidence based on psychological and practical guide will help you overcome the unwanted thoughts and rumination that get in the way of trust and authenticity in your relationship. The book also includes individual and shared exercises so that you can choose your own adventure by working with the techniques alone with your partner. So there's exercises that help you and your partner, you know.
It actually has a lot. It also has checklists, questionnaires, depending on that yenye unataka, but iko na variety of things that you need to get for you to make these things. Actually, they're very practical.
Yes, so all these help you to stop overthinking your relationship and discover a newfound sense of security, confidence, and wholeness, both as an individual and as part of being a couple. So it does not only help you as a couple, but it also helps you individually. Remember, overthinking is not also helping for you as a person, because this is to lead up to overthinking, and then you're stressed, and then when you're stressed you become depressed, and it leads to so many things.
It has a lot.
It has a lot. So this book, I really Stop Overthinking Your Relationship, is a really I really recommend. It's a really good book. Yes.
Okay, so yes guys, that's the book we were talking about today. I hope you've umepata mawantu wako, umelearn kitu, but generally it's kind of a help book. Inakusaidia just to help you get away with ujisaidie, so that the negative thoughts that comes with so much especially in relationships, you get to understand how to deal with them, and just understanding your partner. Okay, so that's it on that segment, and it's time that we jump to the last segment of the day, where we normally say we aim to educate and be educated. That is Q&As. So on this segment, if you're watching us for the very first time, just allow us to introduce this. So in this segment, kuna kwanga na maswali, mind-jogging questions. We haven't seen them. They are written by the producer. So sisi tunapewa, and our role is just to answer and have fun at the same time. And learn. So hatujui, we've not seen them. And this is also a chance for you as our viewer just to comment down on the comment section if you know what exactly are the answers, you have a better understanding of what we are talking about when it comes to these specific questions. Yeah. So I need to start.
Okay, now start.
Okay. Tunaambiangwa the secret is to do not overthink. Lakini
Why have you reminded me of that? Okay. Ooh.
Okay.
What is the largest muscle in your body?
The largest muscle. Okay, what?
This is biology. And I'm not sure it's from 4.
Kufanya bio.
Bio?
Yeah, I don't. Can I guess though?
But okay, even if you don't know the your
Aspect of it,
biology name,
yeah.
you can just maybe mention
Nime-
general name.
Wallahi nimesha overthink.
Umeenda wapi?
The largest muscle. I don't know.
Can I tell you?
Yeah.
The gluteus maximus. And the gluteus maximus is the butt.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the
Interesting.
largest muscle.
Interesting.
Can you learn the bio?
How many minutes is a game of rugby league?
Rugby.
Mm.
Shall si mimi nitafuta.
Futa si wote tunajua. Ndio maana tujauliza football.
I'm gonna still say
Mhm.
it's just yes. I think
What's the answer? Just try.
I'll just say 90 minutes like football, but I don't know.
It's 80 minutes.
80, so
Yeah.
I'm just less with 10.
Mm.
Mbona hawezi enda mpaka 90? Oh, how many Grammys does Beyonce have? You know, right now I think she's the highest
43?
holder. No.
How many?
Kama miaka yake wewe.
How many?
29.
29. Oh.
She has 29.
Yeah, she's the highest.
Yeah, if I'm wrong.
But anyway, the Grams zote nakuanga yao. Anyway, what is your body's largest organ?
Skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, avocado. Is avocado? It's supposed to be avocado. Avocado ni mother tongue.
Avocado.
So is avocado a fruit or a vegetable?
Fruit.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. At least umetukana kamoja. What is the most expensive fruit in the world?
No, I know it. And I swear I don't remember the name.
How do you pronounce this?
I swear, and I know it's like I don't know, it's an Italian or a French somewhere. I've seen that thing on TikTok. Okay, so I don't remember. I know I've had it, and I wish I mastered it. But anyway,
I don't know if this is the right pronunciation, but if you know, Nikki Butcher, please tell me how to pronounce it in the comment section. Yubari King Melon. Is it Yubari or Yuberi?
Let me see.
King Melon.
Yubari. I think it also.
It depends.
Yubari King Melon.
Ooh.
Okay. That is the most expensive.
Yeah.
What does DNA stand for?
What? Deoxy. Oh my god. Najua.
What? Hata mimi ningekuwa nasema hiyo deoxy. I don't remember the rest.
Walai, it's what? I don't know.
Okay, so it's deoxyribonucleic acid.
So yeah. Oh my god. Surely.
I'm going to put that wrong.
This one is easy. Hata mtu akufanya history atajua. Which year did World War II end?
I don't remember.
1945. World War. Lakini nilitandikiwa hiyo history. High school teachers, bro.
But I didn't really love the topic on World War, honestly.
For real?
I didn't.
And that I loved history generally.
No, there's unaweza penda a subject, but particular topic
inakuhangaisha.
And the truth is bad.
Nilitandikiwa hiyo ya World War baya sana. Anyway guys, it has been an amazing episode personally. The fact that sijatoka zero clearly tells you that today's questions zilikuwa a bit lenient. Yeah. So personally, I've had fun. I don't know if you have. Please let me know pale kwa comment section. And I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's it. And honestly, I've also enjoyed it. It was nice. And honestly, these questions, we know them. Maybe like, you're like, hey,
you take them for granted.
You know, you see it somewhere and you're like, sour, that's the answer. But you know, you're so ignorant on it. Knowing
we tend to brush over so many things. Yeah, that's a sign for you to just go back and zile general knowledge questions. Just make sure that you know them.
Yeah.
Okay, so my name is Lavin NYAGOWA. Allow me to reintroduce myself on the program. So my name is LAVIN NYAGOWA.
And I'm HAZEL NJERU.
And this is
The Unfiltered.
Get informed on what is happening in our political scenes and people who are making headlines in different parts of the country and the world right here at TAS TV. Join me, LAVIN NYAGOWA, as I bring to you weekly news highlights that are factual every Friday at 4 o'clock. See you then.